Hi, you are watching Women Are Talking. This is a very special interview that we have here today, honoring independent filmmakers in the Brooklyn community, and this is a film that you do want to go check out. Again, my name is Billy Martin. We have host Mignon Polk.
Hello.
Coming from the Big Down. And we have a special guest, Marcus Henderson. He's a filmmaker from the film King. Yep. So tell us who and what King is.
Well, King, first and foremost, is an urban crime thriller, and it's about, a bi-curious gun runner who comes home from prison who's seeking revenge on the person that betrayed him and sent him there. So that's pretty much the story.
Interesting.
She did some search. She Googled you.
I Googled you. I went on your Facebook because all that information is there. Very intriguing. I do like the plot. It's unique. The concept of him being bi-curious. Is it being bi-curious because you want to still lend a hand to his possibility of being with a woman? Or are you just kind of building it up for him to figure out where he wants to be in his sexuality?
So that's just it. Without trying to give away too much.
Give it away, dude.
The concept of him being bi-curious is really not a central plot.
Okay.
It's just a fact of the film, and it's kind of played out that way. The central plot is the mystery or the crime thriller.
Not his sexuality.
Not a sexuality.
Right. It's just a prop.
That's a fact.
Right.
It's a fact.
That we see.
That you see.
So how did you get become a part of this project?
Well, I wrote it.
Oh, there you go.
That worked. I penned it. I'm gonna direct it. Okay.
So how did you get it filmed and picked up and produced?
Well, actually, we are beginning the fundraising aspect of it coming up on the Christmas holiday season, and I don't know. It's just one of those things that started snowballing. I told the idea to one person, to another person, and people just started joining the project left and right.
You ain't tell me.
I'm sorry, I ain't get that phone call.
I haven't seen you.
I'll be on campus.
I haven't seen you.
I'm incognito, but
I ain't get the tweet, the text. You could send it by pigeon,
No, but when I see on the fan page, you have a full production, going on with the film. So this is just by word of mouth, just connecting.
Yeah.
And this is where it's going. Yeah, because I spoke with one of your producers, Emily. Hi, but who unfortunately couldn't make it tonight. But she was sharing a lot, and I also wanted her to be a part of the show because I found it interesting that she would. Want to be, that she even found this project attractive, in a way for her to say, let me fund, let me produce.
I do notice that because you do have on the Facebook page, and the Facebook page is
King the Movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all hear that? King the Movie. You have an interesting group of team players.
Yeah.
From Brandy, I think, and you said Emily. It's very interesting, very mixed. You have a diverse. How did that really?
Well, that's the whole point of
because that's what made me try. What Marcus doing?
Well, that's kind of the whole point of King was, to showcase or to raise awareness in diversity, sexual diversity or diversity in masculinity in the urban community, and when you just start using that word, it attracts diverse people, and people want to see something different on the screen, and that fuels me.
Yes.
Happy.
As a filmmaker, yes.
So I'm just gonna keep going as long as people want to see something different. I'm gonna give it to them.
Yeah.
It's a great story, it's a great script, and it's got really unique characters, and it's just something that I think that it's been done, but it's also something we need to see more of.
But from your perspective, I don't think it really has been done, or it's been done
in
eloquently.
This way.
From what I'm getting from the information in regards to the movie, it's not in depth on one thing. It's kind of like watching a TV series just unfold. And I'm really looking forward to actually seeing it on screen or on my iPod, on my touch or something.
Hopefully it'll be in theaters. That's
right. Yeah, hopefully it'll be in film festivals. And,
yeah, I definitely see it.
And you're winning awards. And
actually, speaking of that, you have one that was in the, was it Red Hook film? Which one was that? Which project was that?
That was Mirror.
Okay.
That's a film about a sexually traumatized woman who has gone through some sexual trauma and she's being healed in her current relationship.
Just so you know real quick, Audio's asking you to speak up.
Oh,
Just
okay.
So
all right.
Just so you know. Oh, we put it all out there, women on talking. We don't need to be all doing codes behind the camera. Look.
Okay.
Camera,
I'll raise the volume. I'll raise the volume.
Turn it up, turn it up.
We don't need to be doing all sign languages and everything.
It's just another shade of blue, violet or turquoise. It's just another shade of blue. I said I don't miss the feeling. Well, maybe I do.
But as you were saying, back to the film festival.
So yeah, Mirror is a film. It's about it's about sexual trauma. It's about a woman who has been sexually victimized and who's recovering and healing from that through love.
Okay. So basically, a lot of your movies seem to touch base on sexuality, because even your documentary, Hip Hop and Homophobia.
Yes.
Sexuality, is that just what? That's just your thing?
That's his target audience.
Well,
that's his target audience.
I mean, I understand you came from being a video. I mean, you've done videos, so I understand videos get sold or albums get sold by sex. So you're just going on with that concept, or is something?
Well, no,
I don't see it like that.
No, it's really about me. When I was
I see it as it's just your choice of genre.
Well, no, it's not a choice. Well, yeah, it is a choice, but it's also, I write about what I know.
Right.
And
so you know a lot about sex.
I know a lot about sex.
Are y'all hearing me? Say again. Okay.
And, just, going off my own history and my own experiences, coming up in, the urban community, African-American urban community, we didn't really talk about sex a lot.
Right.
You were pretty much conditioned by what you saw.
Right.
So for me, I kind of I had to look at the choices that I was making in relationships and how the conditioning in my community and how we conditioned to behave, and sexuality and masculinity, and how that impacted my relationships.
Okay.
And I wanted to know if there was more diversity, how would that have impacted my relationships? Would I have chose differently? Would I have acted differently? Would the relationships have turned out differently? So that's kind of like
where you put your characters.
Yeah, that's exactly where I put my characters.
Gotcha. I do
so
that
it's
as
definitely
well.
like in the here and now, because in children that were born in the 80s and the 90s, their perception of sexuality is much different, but yet still on the same level, or at least on the same playing field as it is for those who were born in the 70s, somewhat of the 60s, but they were a little bit more freer than what we perceive now, because we have all these little restrictions, and then AIDS came around and changed the way a lot of people thought, and a lot of people even talked about it in a lot of communities. So I do appreciate the fact that you're willing to step out of that box.
Yeah,
and
you're definitely outside
take
of the
it somewhere
box
else.
Well, yeah,
filmmaking.
I was
I thought it was just me. I'm glad I'm not lonely in the world.
And I was actually telling someone earlier, what happened. Well, like, I actually saw someone gay bashed. And, we hear about it all the time, but it's a different thing when you actually see it.
Yeah.
And so for me, I kind of felt, moved to like start talking about the situation, as well as, and it was around the same time when the Rutgers or
the suicide.
The suicides, and people were jumping off bridges and taking their own lives behind, what other people perceive. And I just felt like, okay, I think it's time for us to start seeing it a little differently, you know, and it's all about how the individual perceives how everyone else sees them in terms of their sexuality. Nobody really cares.
Right.
At the end of the day,
Right.
most people are too interested in worrying about who they sleeping with to be worried about who you
They
sleeping
worried about
with.
what shoes you wearing. They ain't really worried about nothing else. Like, oh.
Especially if it's not paying their bills.
Yeah, so that's kind of the idea behind the whole situation, is to raise awareness that, you know, there are sexual differences. Everybody got something different that they like. And, you know, we need to just get over it.
Being that all your movies are based on, well, they have sexual undertones. A lot of it is the male perspective. When you doing the lesbian one? Because I personally would like to give you some input on that.
Well, come see King.
Oh, Lord.
Come see King. You'll be surprised.
Okay, we'll see. What? I'm saying I have the West Indian. I have the, you know, coming out in the different. Child, please. I can write a book on stuff I know.
She's a walking HBO series.
I mean, just in touching on the fact of watching gay bashing, I think the first time I ever witnessed that was due to the fact that Wendy Williams was talking about where all the gay men, because she's a man.
Stop it.
Wenzel.
Stop it. No, she's not. Stop it.
She talked about how, you know, this is where all the trannies hang out, and she gave like specific locations. And for a particular summer, it was dangerous to be a gay man, dangerous to be a cross-dresser. It was just dangerous, period, on certain parts where we always felt safe in Christopher Street because she was promoting this, and she didn't realize she was promoting the gay bashing. But then on her defense, drag queen, stop it.
Wait, what was her defense?
Her defense was basically, I was just telling people stuff.
Okay.
And it was like, okay, you're telling people stuff, but then when the issue arose, and, well, Rosen is saying, well, you announced it. Speak on it, either speak against it, or just say something about it. And she just kind of like swept them in the rug. Okay. But then...
I understand your argument now.
You understand? So I enjoy seeing movies. I enjoy the fact that people are now talking about it, and it's not just being swept under the rug like it used to be. You know, where, oh, you're gay. Oh, that's my aunt. She's single. She'll always be single. No, talk about it.
Yeah.
Give it something. Give it a voice, especially for the children, because a lot of them don't have. So,
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. No. You know that's not how I really feel. I'm just doing that for her. Anyway, so no, it is a great film, and I'm looking forward to the final product. I'm looking forward to the screening and the rap party and all that stuff. I will be invited to. So
you know we got to interview him when it comes in.
Yes, we have to interview you on location. Back. In fact,
yes,
on location.
Yes,
location.
Yeah, and we know, you know, on location. But I unfortunately have to end the show. Okay. Thank you so much for being a part of it. You know. And giving this opportunity to talk about a great independent filmmaker named Marcus Henderson coming out with a film called King. Coming to a theater near you very, very soon. And thank you again for watching. We're on Facebook. Follow us. We're on Twitter. Follow us. And good night, New York.
Good night, New York.
couple of views here and there.